At the end of September, we held our legendary AFL Grand Final event, sponsored by Raymond Land, with nearly 650 members, friends and families in attendance. Andrew Durio led the Chamber's efforts to put on this major event together with a legendary evening the day before. AustCham's Long Bar was again popular, with many patrons taking the opportunity to catch up there with this year's sporting legend David Boone. Despite the match being a runaway win for Hawthorn, our many patrons enjoyed a very relaxing day with traditional beverages, meat pies and other fine fare, and a good time was had by all. At the urging of Vice President Peter Emblin, we started our 2009 sponsorship drive much earlier than in previous years. As a result of this quick action, and some very hard work by the Chamber staff, we again have strong financial support from our sponsors, with total cash revenue of 2,807,000 baht as at the end of February 2009. This was a very good result given the economic and financial circumstances of recent months, and one that will help us maintain our outstanding services to members. 2008 was another good year for the Chamber's communications, with a focus on maintaining and refining our high standard publications, as well as reviewing and improving our electronic communications. This portfolio was led by the hard-working Belinda Skinner and her careful eyes. She was also involved in the organisation of all of our major events during the year. Advance continued with its colourful style and up-to-date content, enhanced by the addition of regional editions mentioned earlier, and the handbook was another wonderful all-colour production published in close cooperation with Veritas Graphics. These publications have set new standards in Thailand and are a direct result of hard and imaginative work by the AustCham team. We also look to improve our electronic communications, ensuring the accuracy and relevance of all emails, as well as reviewing how we could provide both better value via email and the website. The results of this work are just now being seen, with more up-to-date and relevant content being delivered via these channels. The Chamber continues to benefit from the superb refurbishment of its office, done with the assistance of DWP a couple of years ago. Following on, the Chamber staff worked to improve internal operations and procedures. Better use was made of systems such as Exchange to bring about greater efficiencies. An electronic payments facilities was added to the website, with further improvements underway. We used Skype video calls to save time on meetings, and chat as a convenient method of communicating. The board recognised that documented policies were needed to more clearly define relationships with directors. Andrew Durio led this work, and later in the year we agreed the format and foundations of these policies. Andrew also led a business continuity planning review to see how we would cope with specific business risks should the need arise. The Chamber continued to benefit from its policy of outsourcing, making these arrangements work well by working closely with our partners. Our grateful thanks go to AustCham Office Manager Kun Chanakan for her invaluable work with members and sponsors, ably supported by Kun Varin, Kun Nityaporn, Kun Intira and Kun Boy. We also thank new employee David Dombrovskis for his work on communications, and David Cole for his timely assistance and valuable contributions. The membership can be very pleased with a strong team running the AustCham office. In November we had another briefing by the HR Focus Group, launched and driven forward this year by Al Locke. The HR group's briefings proved interesting to members, and an internet-based LinkedIn group was set up to facilitate communications. Keen interest was also expressed in starting education and SME groups, both areas for development in 2009. During 2008 we were pleased to have Bruce Wunderlich as our treasurer. One key step undertaken this year, also with the assistance of Peter Emblin, was a restructuring of our business models to allow a better understanding of costs and thus make more informed decisions. This process follows our philosophy of constantly examining the way we do things in order to more efficiently deliver member services. The financial results for 2008 were pleasing given the situation in the latter half of the year. Nonetheless, under the advisement of Bruce Wunderlich and Peter Emblin, we set a very conservative budget for 2009 in order to highlight the Chamber's finances during the year. So far, we appear to have benefited from our reputation of offering good value to both members and sponsors, something that the board will need to keep a sharp focus on during 2009. At the beginning of December, we welcomed new Executive Director, Brett Ganway. Brett completed the lineup of an all-Thai speaking office staff and brought with him many years of local experience, particularly in the area of event management, to help take the Chamber forward. Anne Lewinsky took responsibility for membership in 2008, and we were pleased with the overall outcome for the year. As at 31st December 2008, membership, excluding honorary members, stood at 428, a net gain of 33 from 2007. Fees were again held steady last year, and I'm delighted to report that the membership currently stands at a record 437. This is a good increase given the circumstances of the last 6 months. A sincere thank you to all our members, sponsors and supporters with whose help and involvement we've been able to enjoy another good year of growth and development. By applying Australian values, including our principles of inclusiveness, diversity and tolerance, our preparedness to try new things and move on if they don't work, and our acceptance that change is not only inevitable, but that it is essential for the health and development of an organisation such as ours, we have made excellent progress in ensuring that the Chamber remains a current and relevant institution for all its members.